What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Wisconsin versus Penn State college basketball matchup going down Saturday, March 8th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up this weekend. Even though, this is the last big college hoops Saturday of the regular season, we've got the bigger conferences winding down their regular seasons. The smaller conferences are well into conference tournament action. Still got NBA and NHL on the board as well. Usually for me, the 3-day and 7-day passes on Saturday are less than buying each of Saturday's daily packages individually because we go high volume. So make sure that you jump on board. Use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for more of a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, or we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Wisconsin and Penn State. Wisconsin coming into this one 23-7 on the year off a 74-67 win over Minnesota last time out to improve to 19-10-1 against the number this season, while Penn State 15-15 on the year, both straight up and against the number after falling short against Maryland 68-64. Did get the cover for their fourth straight ATS victory, but unfortunately dropped back-to-back games. And now, if you're Penn State, you head back out on the road to close out the regular season, and this is it for Penn State. In the regular season, the Big Ten and the ACC, with these additions from the Pac-12, have decided that they are going to have only the top 15 teams from each, or at least the Big Ten, I should say, has decided that only the top 15 teams are going to make it. So they have 3 teams eliminated, and one of those teams is Penn State. 5-14 in conference play. Only Washington has been worse this season. Iowa's kind of, in the mix. And right now, there are 6 teams all within a game of one another. One of those teams is going to be bounced. So if Iowa wins, they make things a lot more interesting in the Big Ten. But we're talking about Penn State right now, who has dealt with their fair share of injuries at times this season. And, now lately we've been seeing that it's been Puff Johnson that's been out of the lineup for Penn State. And it's kind of created some issues with continuity with the Nittany Lions, but you have had Ace Baldwin in the lineup for the most part. He's been able to contribute. You finally got Yannick Kona-Niederhauser back in the lineup. That was a big return as well. And Niederhauser has been big on the boards for Penn State for the most part since returning. He was a key contributor in his first few games coming back, but we saw him really get stifled against Maryland, and that's because Maryland had a ton of size inside to really make Niederhauser's job difficult. And now you go up against a Wisconsin team that may not be the toughest to deal with in terms of size, but you still have Stephen Kroll, who's 7 feet. Nolan Winter is 6'11", and on top of that, trying to counteract the size inside for Wisconsin, you also have a team that can just flat out score, and with John Blackwell, John Tonje, Max Klesmet. This is a really loaded Wisconsin team, and I've gone on record probably arguing this is probably the best Wisconsin team that they have had in a long, long time. And I like the makeup of this Badgers team. Just outside the top 10 in offensive efficiency this season, top 30 in defensive efficiency. There's always that conversation about national title contenders compared to the Ken Pom rankings. If you're within a limit of the top blank in offensive and defensive efficiency, only national champions in the last 2 decades for the most part have come from that guideline, and Wisconsin fits that bill. And like I said, this is just a really, really good team that's been able to beat up on teams over the course of conference play, especially at home. The Kohl Center has not been a place where teams have gone on the road and done well. If you just look at Wisconsin's resume at home over the course of conference play, they lost to Michigan back in December, but since the calendar turned to 2025, beat Iowa by 31, they beat Minnesota by 21, the 2-point win over Ohio State, but Nebraska by 28, Indiana by 12, Iowa by 11, Illinois by 21, Washington by 26. Like I said, teams are just going into Madison and struggling. This isn't the most senior-laden team, but there is a fair number of seniors on this roster. And Tonje, Klesmet, Kroll, and there's a lot of other role players as well. So add in the fact, like add in the aspect of senior day at the Kohl Center. I think there's just too much to go against Wisconsin here. I'm going to go with Wisconsin. I'm going to lay the big number with the Badgers, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.